foundation and distinctive doctrines. And then, what are the four schools of Buddhism? Major philosophical schools of Buddhism? But then even those who are new, they will say because these are Sanskrit words, we have to know that, okay? And why I'm now, how many of you have already chosen your languages? Pali, Sanskrit, Tibetan. Okay, you have to take one language. So those who are coming just now, they also have to know that please go to all the language classes. Pali is there, Sanskrit there, Tibetan is there, and then choose anyone. Okay, choose anyone. Why I'm saying take it seriously while you choosing it, because this language is going to be there for 3 semesters. 3 semesters you have to study the same language, and then later on you cannot change it. Okay, so therefore don't rush. Okay, I came and I just did not even think and took one language. No, don't do that. If possible, go to every teacher class, right? And then meet the teacher, ask for an overview that what are you going to teach us, right? And then you pick up which language you want to study. All 3 languages are very important, right? Why Pali and Sanskrit are important? You know that because of the most of the Shravakayana, Theravada teachings, sutras are available in Pali, right? And why Sanskrit is important? Because most of the Mahayana literature taught by Buddha Shakyamuni and also the great Indian masters' texts by Nalanda University, Vikramashila University, Odantapura University, they are in Sanskrit, right? And then why Tibetan is important? Because Sanskrit is lost, right? Because most of the majority of the Sanskrit texts are lost because of foreign invasion, and then they were burned, and also in the process, right? They were lost. So in fact, luckily in 7th, 8th century, all of these Buddha's words, Buddha's direct words, and the texts of the great Nalanda masters, they were already translated in Tibetan language, right? And these Tibetan language projects are very authentic project. Why? Because this did not happen with the small groups. It happened with the patronage of the royalty, meaning the king. King was the presiding over the translation committee. So they made the whole country made one rule for the translations, right? Nobody was using different translations. So very uniform, authentic translations came into being. And you must know the translations were not done like, okay, you know Tibetan very good and you are a philosopher. No. The team was created that in the team there should be one Indian Pandit, right? Means Indian great masters of Buddha's teaching plus a Tibetan master. They should sit together and then they do the translation. Then the whole translation goes to the king, and then this is how, right? So therefore Tibetan is also considered extremely important source. In fact, you must know now Sarnath University in Varanasi, where Buddha taught first Dharma Chakra, right? They have, like, it's now 30-40 years. They are doing the restoration project, where they are restoring the Sanskrit, original Sanskrit texts, which are lost, which are already lost. They are restoring it back from the Tibetan translations. So now the Sanskrit scholars, Tibetan scholars, they are coming together and then they are translating back it from the Tibetan to Sanskrit. Right? So this project is going on, right? So therefore, if you have the language, it's easier for you. So whichever is the case, have one language, Pali, Sanskrit, and Tibetan, if possible later on, right? But for now, choose one which you are going to learn for 3 semesters. Okay, so don't rush. Okay, don't rush. Go to the teachers, see their syllabus, and then decide for yourself. Clear? Okay, so the new students I am seeing. Okay, now this I have put in Sanskrit for a reason, because English is not standardized, right? So in America, we have another list of words. In Europe, we will use another list of words. So then, and the translators, they use different words, right? Because the standardization has not happened. So therefore, wherever possible, I will be giving you Pali, Sanskrit, and the Tibetan words. Clear, everybody? Okay. So now, what are the 4 schools of 4 major philosophical schools of Buddhism? Vaibhashika, and Devika, right? And all 4 were taught by Buddha Shakyamuni, right? All 4 philosophies were taught by Buddha Shakyamuni. This we discussed at length, right? That how Buddha taught in Langavatar Sutra that he taught the different level of philosophy to suit the predispositions of the different levels of disciples, right? Different level of disciples. And these four schools, they become progressively subtler, meaning more than Vyabhashika, better than Vyabhashika, Sautantrika. Better than Sautantrika, Chittamatra. Better than Chittamatra, Madhyamika school. And why better? It's not because Buddha liked Madhyamika. No, it's because Madhyamika presents the most subtle understanding of ultimate reality, right? Ultimate truth. Finally, we have to study ultimate truth, Paramat Satya, which Buddha meditated on and became enlightened, right? So the Madhyamika school gives the most subtle understanding of the ultimate reality as per the Buddhist tenets. Clear now? So therefore they are progressively better. Clear now? Okay? So now, so this course, as I said, will be taught majorly by me, and then part of it will be taught by Geshe-la, right? Who last time joined. So now, out of the three schools, Vyabhashika will be taught by Geshe-la, okay? So Vyabhashika will be taught by Geshe-la, but after the midterm. Before midterm, two schools will be taught to you. One is Sautantrika and Chittamatra, which I will teach you, okay? Chittamatra and Sautantrika. Clear now? Okay, and Madhyamika will do little bit in the second half, because Madhyamika is something which we study as a main course in third and fourth semester, right? This is the most important philosophy of Buddha Shakyamuni. Clear, everybody? Okay. So now we have started already with the Sautantrika school. We have started with the Sautantrika. Vyabhashika will be done by Venerable Geshe-la, who joined last time after the midterm. So in the midterm exam, there will be no Vyabhashika, right? There will be Sautantrika questions and Chittamatra question. Everybody's clear? Yes. Okay, good. So, Sautantrika. You already done all this? Okay, Sautantrika, if you remember, we have discussed that to understand any school, we will be doing it on the basis of three things. What is the basis, what is the path, and what is the result. Remember that? Very good. Okay, now and then, to understand every school, we will do again, what is their etymology, right? Just a quick recap. What is their definition? What is their etymology, and what are their main philosophical views? Okay, and don't worry, of course you take notes, but know that I add these slides to the Google Classroom. Okay, I upload these slides to the Google Classroom, so you can download the slides from there and prepare for your tests or exams. Clear? Okay, and then do more research, not just slides. So first is, let's say, etymology we already discussed. Why the second school is called Sautantrika school? Remember that? We already discussed why it is called Sautantrika school. Because
it follows the Sutra of Buddha.
Because it is based on the sutras taught by the Buddha, right? So direct words of the Buddha is called sutra, right? Direct words of the Buddha is called sutra. And why this school is called Sutrantic school? Because it explains its philosophy on the basis of the sutras of the Buddha. Clear? Okay, and then I asked you one question. If this is the reason, then all schools should be Sutrantic school. Yes or no? Because all schools base their philosophy on sutras. Yes? Yes. So why this school is here? Because it's just the etymology. Etymology is not very precise, right? And then another very important reason for this school is also known as, this you should know, example revealer. This school is also called example revealer school. Example revealer school. Why? Because whenever they teach something, whatever philosophy they give it with the help of examples. Okay, so this school name is also known as example revealer school. Okay, example revealer. Why? Because whatever philosophy they teach it on the basis of examples. Examples. Clear, everybody? Okay, very good. Okay, now the definition. So etymology can be flexible, right? Etymology can be flexible. For example, Amno, what is the meaning? It's Bangmo means powerful lady, like dominant. Okay, dominant or Bang is actually power, right? Bang is power. Mo is the female, is for the word for the females, right? Female. So female who has power, powerful lady or dominant or related to the something related to the female power, right? So now we have female power in the class. So it's just an etymology, right? She's not a female power, but the name is given, right? So likewise, etymology can be very flexible. Etymology can be flexible. So why this school is called Sutrantic school? Because they follow the sutra of the Buddha, right? Here, and another name is example revealer. Why they are called example revealer? Because they explain their philosophy on the with the help of examples. Okay, clear? Everybody, this one is clear? Etymology, there are two. Now next is the definition. So definition, no compromise. Definition should be very, very, very precise. Okay? Definition, if there is a problem with the definition, then the whole philosophy will crumble. Okay, so how many of you were there for the definition last time? Half of you were there, right? Many of you were there, right? How many of you were not there? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Those who joined, right? Okay, don't worry. So now let's first read. What is the definition of a Sautamtika? Meaning, what do you mean by definition? It means somebody who follows the Sautamtika philosophy. What is the definition of that person, right? Let's say if you say, I am a Sautamtika follower. I follow the Sautamtika philosophy of Buddha, right? So then, what will you follow? What is your belief system, right? So that is known as your definition. Clear now? Clear everybody? Okay, so let's see. So who is a Sautamtika follower? A person, okay, together. A person who accepts both self-cognizant mind and externality to be existing truly. Okay? So how many words are there? One is self-cognizant mind. Number 2, externality. Number 3, truly. Okay, this you remember? These 3 things we have to know in order to know the definition. Okay, so I have put these words here. So Sautamtrikas accept self-cognizant mind, number 1. Okay, so if you are a Sautamtrika, you have to accept self-cognizant mind. You have to have conviction that the self-cognizant mind exists, number 1. Number 2, you have to accept the external realities, external world you have to accept. Number 3, you have to accept that all phenomena exist truly. All phenomena exist with some swabha or intrinsic reality. But now, if you accept these 3 things, then you fall in the category of Sautamtrika philosopher. Clear everybody? Okay, this is just for the what are the points. Now you have to know what do you mean by self-cognizant mind, what do you mean by externality, and what do you mean by truly existence. Right? Clear everybody? This much is clear? Okay, good. So first one you already did, right? Self-cognizant mind. Remember how many of you remember that? Okay, what is self-cognizant mind in Sanskrit? Swa-samvedana. Say Swa-samvedana. 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 Okay, Swa-samvedana. And in Tibetan it's called Rangrik. Rangrik. Pali and Sanskrit are same. Swa-samvedana. And in Tibetan it's called Rangrik. Rangrik. Okay, Rangrik. Okay. Rangrik, okay? That's Tibetan. So now Swa-samvedana, what do you mean by that? It simply means, okay, Sautamtrika school accepts one thing. In fact, not only Sautamtrika, Chittamatra school also. The second school, these 2 schools, they accept self-cognizant mind. Swa-samvedana. What do you mean by that? Okay, the example given is, okay, how many of you see that live? Live, you see that? Okay, so let's say if you want to see this remote, then what if it is completely dark? Can you see that? No, right? So then you switch on the light, right? You switch on the light and you can see the remote. Yes or no? Yes. Right? So what illuminated this remote?
Light.
Light, right? What illuminated this remote is the light. Now tell me, not only you can, so to see the remote, you need to have the light, yes? Now, not only you see the remote, you also see the light. Yes or no? Right? So, what illuminates the light?
Light.
Light itself, right? Light itself. So, light has two functions. What are the light has two functions? One is to illuminate the outside object, and one is to illuminate itself. Yes or no?
Yes.
Right? Because if the light is not there, you cannot see even light, right? In the dark, you cannot see light. How many of you agree with this example? Very good. So likewise, Sautantrika and Chittamatra school say every mind that we have has two functions. Let me repeat it. Every mind that you have, every samvedana or mind that you have has two functions. One function to know outside object, to know external object which are not your mind, right? Another function is to know itself, right? To know itself. So this function of the mind to know itself is known as swasamvedana. Clear everybody? Okay, so the function of the mind to know itself is known as swasamvedana or rangre. Clear? Clear? So now this they say, and they say if you do not accept this swasamvedana, you cannot account for memory. Okay, let me give you an example. For example, let's say how many of you remember, how many of you had your breakfast today? No breakfast is there?
Sisters are not.
Okay, breakfast, right? Okay, how? Okay, anybody who can share with me what did you have? Anybody? Yes. What kind of toast, right? Okay, toast. And tell me, so do you remember toast?
Yeah, I have lots of toast.
Yes. Okay. Now, so now not only you remember. Okay. Just when I'm asking Mr. Robert, don't think that okay, his job. When I'm asking him, in your mind, you also give your answer, right? If your answer is same as Mr. Robert, fine, you're safe, right? If it's not same, then you ask me, okay? So now let's ask. Okay, so do you remember toast?
Yes.
Not only, okay, tell me, do you remember only toast or do you remember the mind that saw the toast?
I did think about it very carefully.
But now, if I ask you, can you think about it?
When I get hungry, yes.
Yes, right. So now, see, this is the function of the mind. Not only this mind has the ability to see the toast, but also knows that I have seen the toast. Yes or no, right? So most of you, whatever you see in the past, not only you see the object, but also you know that your mind has seen it. Yes or no, right? So that second one can happen only when you have the swasamvedana, right? Or you have the self-cognizant mind. And because of which you have memory now, right? Memory that, okay, I had toast. That's why I feel, if I think about it, I still feel hungry, right? So this is what? This is, now the Chittamatra and Swatantrika school are saying, if you do not accept this self-cognizant mind, you cannot even explain memory, right? You cannot explain memory, right? Memory, you know memory? Memory or recalling things, recalling, right? Smriti, okay, recalling things. Varna, so this is where this is very important for them. Self-cognizant mind is very important phenomena for these two schools. Clear? Everybody's clear? Okay, now let's read in technical definition. What do you mean by swasamvedana? Okay, a mind that has the aspect of apprehender. In other words, the aspect of the mind to know itself, right? So, for example, let's say, how many of you see my mobile? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, right? Okay, tell me, what knows this mobile? Your body or your mind? Your mind. Which mind? Eye consciousness or ear consciousness? Very good. Eye consciousness. So this eye consciousness which knows the mobile, is this a self-cognizant mind? Is this a self-cognizant mind or not?
Yes.
No. Self-cognizant mind should know itself. The object should always be mind, right? The object should always be mind. So the mind which knows outside object like mobile, pen, these are not other cognizant mind. Right now, so there are two kinds. All minds, there can be of two kinds. Number one, other cognizant mind, and the other one is known as self-cognizant mind. Clear? So the eye consciousness, which knows the outside object like mobile, pen, class, other people, these are other cognizant mind. They are cognizing something other than itself, right? Whereas this mind which knows that, okay, I'm angry or I'm not angry, I'm compassionate right now, I'm very kind right now. So the mind which knows the mind itself is known as self-cognizant mind. Clear now? Okay, so this is the difference. The mind can be of two kinds, all minds. One is mind which knows the other objects. Other objects, these are known as other cognizant mind. Whereas the mind which knows itself, that mind particularly is known as self-cognizant mind. Right? Clear? For example, how many of you know that you are not angry right now? How many of you are sure? Raise your hand. You say yes. Right? Okay. So, how do you know that you are not angry? Who knows that? Your own mind. And anger is mind or body? Mind. So mind knows mind, right? So that is like self-cognizant mind. Clear now? Whereas the mind which knows not the mind but other objects, right? Other objects. Other people's mind is also other cognizant mind. Okay? But your own mind is the self-cognizant mind. Clear everybody? So this second self-cognizant mind is accepted by out of the 4 schools by only 2 schools. Which are the schools? Sautantrika and Chittamatra. Okay, so this you have to know a technical detail. Yeah. Out of the 4 Buddhist schools, when I did the boundary book. Out of the 4 Buddhist schools, only 2 schools accept self-cognizant mind. This much is clear to everybody? Okay? Whereas Vashika and Madhyamika, they do not accept self-cognizant mind. Okay? So how do they reject self-cognizant mind is a big question. Okay? And this is very important that how they say, no, for memory you don't need self-cognizant mind, right? Okay, so this is ridiculous. But now we have to know, Sautantrika and Chittamatra school, they both accept self-cognizant mind. That there should be, every mind has one function known as knowing itself, right? So that is known as, if you accept that, then either you will be Sautantrika or you will be Chittamatra. Clear now? Okay, clear? Okay, good. So now this is one criteria. Now what is the second part of the definition, anybody?
Externality.
Externality. Okay, so externality will make the distinction between now Chittamatra and Sautantrika also. Second is they accept external reality. So even to know one definition, actually you need to know the whole philosophy. So what do you mean by external reality? So for this you have to know Chittamatra philosophy a little bit. Okay? What do you mean by externality? So Chittamatra, right? What do you mean by Chittamatra, anybody? In English?
Mind.
Actually, the spelling should be Chitmat, right? Chittamatra. Mind only school, right? Mind only school. So why this school is called mind only school? Because they have a very interesting position. They have a very interesting philosophy. In fact, Buddha himself taught this philosophy. Let me say this. In Dashabhumi Sutra. Okay, don't worry, this will come in Chittamatra section in detail. For now, we have to know what is externality, right? So, in Dashabhumi Sutra, Buddha said, all 3 realms are your mind only, right? Meaning, all phenomena are just the nature of your mind, right? So, and nothing exists external to the mind, right? So, according to Chittamatra philosophy, whatever you are saying is nothing but the nature of the mind. And nothing is external to the mind. Nothing exists external to the mind. How many of you will accept it? Okay, good. So we have Chittamatra philosophers here. Okay, if you don't believe, Chittamatra is a very powerful example, right? If you don't believe them, they say, okay, how many of you have, you dream every day? Dream. How many of you have dreamt in life? Dream. Dream, right? Okay, tell me. In the dream, how many of you have dreamt of some, let's say, how many of you dreamt of being in Nalanda already? No. That you are in Nalanda taking classes? Okay, if this happens, meaning you are actually enjoying classes. Okay. So now, okay, tell me. Now, let's say in the dream, when you see a dream, let's say you see a car, right? In the dream, possible or not? Possible, right? In the dream, when you are sleeping, okay, when you are sleeping in the dream, how does that car looks like? How does that car appears to you? As same as your mind or different from your mind in the dream? In the dream, you are sleep, you are dreaming. You are not aware that you are dreaming. I'm not talking about in the dream. If you say that's same, then you will not sit in the car, right? Okay, tell me. In the dream, if you see a car, how this car looks like to you, or how does this car appear to you? As same as nature of your mind, or as something different from your mind? Different, right? Different, right? But when you wake up, right? Next moment your mother wakes you up or your alarm wakes you up, that time to go to class. Then you realize that okay, that car was nothing but the nature of your dreaming mind. Yes or no? Yes. Right? So Chittamatra says even in the waking life, everything is just the nature of your mind, right? And it is only because of ignorance. Just as in the dream, because of the ignorance of sleep, you do not realize it. Likewise, in the waking life, because of the ignorance, which is a very precise ignorance they will teach, because of that ignorance, you do not realize that everything is the nature of your mind. When you realize that everything is just the nature of your mind, you will be fully awakened one. You will be out of samsara, right? So this is Chittamatra philosophy. Chittamatra philosophy. So they say everything is just the nature of your mind and things do not exist externally. Okay, things do not exist externally. Clear, everybody?
So dreaming and awake is Chittamatra.
Sorry?
So dreaming and being awake is Chittamatra.
No, not say dreaming and being awake. Let's say in the dream, Chittamatra gives an example of their philosophy. Okay, first is what is Chittamatra philosophy? Chittamatra philosophy is all phenomena are the nature of your mind, right?
Okay.
And okay. Yes. First take the notes, okay? First take the notes, then you reflect, it will be very helpful. If you don't have the complete notes and you reflect, it will be half reflection, okay? So there are 2 points you have to know about the Chittamatra, okay? Because the question is asked, I am giving you. Number 1. For Chittamatra, all phenomena are the nature of mind. Means all things are nature of mind only. Okay, number 1. Number 2, nothing exists external to the mind. Okay? And then if you ask them what is the example do you have, they say dream, like in dream. Okay, so this is for Chittamatra. Write it down. What is the major Chittamatra philosophy? That whatever, even this cup, table, chair, all, whatever, this is nothing but the nature of your own mind. And although they appear as external to the mind, but this is because of ignorance, right? This is because of ignorance. Nothing exists external to the mind according to which school? Chittamatra. Okay, don't mix up. So this is only Chittamatra school. Out of the 4 schools, only Chittamatra is the one who does not accept external reality. Let me repeat it. Only Chittamatra does not accept external reality. Clear? Everybody is clear? So now, Sautantrikas, how they are different from Chittamatra? Because they accept external reality. They do not accept that everything is nature of mind. They say no, everything is not the nature of mind. Things exist external to the mind, right? See, this pen is external, right? So this is where the philosopher will differ, right? So now if you say I am a Sautantrika philosopher, so in a way you believe in external reality, right? You believe that things mind. Clear? This much is clear? Why second point is there? Okay, here, Mr. Robert, it's clear? Okay.
Yes, I see the distinction between the two. So some schools, one school might accept everything as part of the mind, and other schools say, no, there is an external reality to the mind.
Yes. Some things are in the nature of mind, whereas some things have nothing to do with the nature of mind. They are external to the mind, right? For example, this cup, table, these are not the nature of mind, these are external to the mind, right? So this is South Africa school. Clear? So therefore, South Africa school is the one which accepts external reality. Clear? Okay, everybody's clear now? What do you mean by external reality? Meaning, they do not accept things to be the, or everything to be the nature of mind. This much is clear? Okay, very good. Now the third one. They accept all phenomena to be truly existent or intrinsically existent. So this is only rejected by Madhyamika school. Madhyamika school, if you remember, we did the 3 turnings of the wheel of Dharma. Remember that? Something in this life. We did 3 turnings of the wheel of Dharma in this life or last previous life? This life, right? In fact, this semester, right? Okay, tell me where did the 3 turning happen? First turning happened which place? Sarnath. Okay. And what do you mean by 3 turnings? First of all, the 3 different philosophical views taught by Buddha Shakyamuni, right? The 3 different philosophical views taught by Buddha Shakyamuni, right? So those who are just joined, don't worry, I will give you a summary later, right? So where did the first turning happen? First teaching happened? Sarnath. And what did Buddha teach? 4 noble truths exist truly, right? 4 noble truths exist truly. And then who were the audience for this kind of view? Vashika and South Africa. Now you see South Africa coming, right? South Africa. And then the second turning, where did the Buddha taught second type of philosophical view? Which place? Rajgir, here very close, right? Rajgir, very close. And then what did Buddha teach? Nothing exists truly, right? Nothing exists truly. And who is the audience for this? Madhyamika school. Very good. Madhyamika school, right? So it's only Madhyamika which does not accept true existence of phenomena. All other Buddhist schools, they accept things to exist truly. Okay, Varna? So therefore, if you are a South Africa, you have to accept 3 things minimum. What are they? First, you have to accept the self-cognizant mind. Secondly, you have to accept that things exist outside the mind also. And then the third, and don't say outside, use now the technical terms. This is called external. External. In Sanskrit, bhayat. Okay, bhayat. And don't use outside. Okay, it's a very local word. Just say external reality, right? South Africans, they accept external reality, right? External reality. And third, they accept that things do exist truly. Everything exists truly, right? Okay, so if you accept these 3 points, you are a South African philosopher. Clear? Okay? Clear.
But isn't 2 and 3 the same?
2 and 3, no, they are very different, right? Because Chittamatra will reject external reality. Madhyamikas, they do accept external reality. Still, they reject truly existing mind, right? For example, this don't worry, okay, these are technical things, it will come slowly, right? This is a major difference between Chittamatra and Madhyamika. Chittamatra accepts mind to be truly existent. Madhyamika accepts nothing exists truly, right? So this distinction will come slowly. Okay, don't worry. Okay, don't worry. So now, how many of you accept self-cognizant mind? You don't worry. Once I say yes, I cannot change. You can change, right? Even Acharya Vasubandhu, I gave you one example. Remember, Acharya Vasubandhu was a great Nalanda master, ancient Nalanda master, 4th century. Acharya, okay, know his name. Acharya Vasu. Yes, Acharya Vasubandhu. First part of his life, he was Vashika and little bit South Africa. And the later part of his life, he became a Chittamatra philosopher, right? So don't worry, you can also change. Okay, today I say yes, then I am always South Africa. No, you can become Madhyamika also with study. Okay? Okay, now tell me, how many of you think that self-cognizant mind is good? Raise your hand. Means you accept. Okay. Number 2, how many of you see that yes, this makes complete sense to you. So now somebody asks you who is a Sautrantrika? You have to say a person who accepts both self-belief and mind and externality to be truly existent. Everybody's clear? Okay, very good. Okay, so then who are the example of Sautrantrika school? For example, Acharya Vasubandhu, Acharya Dharmakirti, and then other proponents are there. Okay, so now the next topic in there after the definition, and you have known the self-cognizant mind, other cognizant mind. I just introduce this and we will do it in the next class. The next important topic which Sautrantrika explains is known as manifest phenomena and hidden phenomena. Say manifest phenomena and hidden phenomena. In Sanskrit we call it pratyaksh and paroksh. How many of you know this word? Pratyaksh and paroksh. Okay, two kinds of phenomena or dharma. Dharma is a word which can be used in different contexts. You remember I told you? For example, dharma can mean Buddha dharma, right? Buddha's teaching. Dharma can also mean to mean any existing thing. Any existing thing is called dharma, right? Dharma. So now the phenomena. Okay, what do you mean by phenomena, anybody? What do you mean by phenomena in English? Happening and all opposite things. Anything, right? Okay, phenomena. Okay, now something that changes. Okay, so now phenomena we have to know technically. The Sanskrit word is dharma, right? Dharma, right? What do you mean by phenomena? It simply means anything that exists, right? Anything that exists is known as phenomena, right? Okay, take note of this thing. What do you mean by phenomena? Anything that exists. Okay? Any existent thing is called phenomena. For exist meaning which exists, right? It is not non-existent. For example, tell me, this can exist or not? Yes. So this is a phenomena, right? Okay. Then this mobile exists or not? Yes. This is a phenomena. Tiger in this room exists or not?
No.
Sure? Okay, so this is not a phenomena, right? Tiger in this room. Tiger in the world, phenomena or not?
Yes.
Yes. Tiger in the world exists, but in this room they do not exist, right? Food in this class. I don't
Yes.
understand, right? Okay, mosquito in this room, phenomena or not? Mosquito in this room is phenomena or not? Just see if it exists or not. So mosquito, I don't know. Okay, I find it very nice. Okay, so phenomena means something that exists, right? Okay, everybody give me some example of phenomena. Just pick up a phenomena. Pen, here, Kamala, any phenomena? Bottle. Okay. Go. Mr. Robert, any phenomena?
Desk I'm sitting on.
Desk I'm sitting on. Sister, any phenomena?
Right.
Anything that exists.
Time.
Life, that, okay. Let's give others also job, right? Let's not say everything. Okay, then here, sister, book, spectacles, projector, here, what to do? Myself, you exist or not? Right? Okay, so many people, they have misconception when it comes to Buddha's teaching that Buddha rejected the self, right? Buddha rejected the person altogether. So then why are you wasting time, right? If you do not exist, then better sleep, right? So this is a misconception. So we have to know, yes, I exist. This I is there, right? In fact, Buddha said, you are the master of yourself. Who else is there as your master? The one who tames one's mind the most is wise and will be liberated, right? So this is where Buddha clearly said that the self exists, but the intrinsic self does not exist, which we will study. Okay? So now self is the example of phenomena. Here, any example? Mobile, your mobile, not even my bag. laptop, pen, any example of phenomena? Book, boat, cup. Okay, so these are the phenomena, right? Give me an example of which is not a phenomena. And this is a little challenging. Tell me something that does not exist. Give me an example.
Intellect.
Internet. Okay, let's not say internet. Internet in hostel room, right? Internet exists, right?
Intellect.
Intellect. Internet also exists, right?
So is it philosophy?
It's okay.
Space also exists, right? Something that does not exist at all. For example, how many rabbits spawn? Phenomena or not? Rabbits spawn. Rabbit, you know rabbit?
Yes.
Horn of the rabbit.
No.
It exists or not?
No.
Rabbits never have horn, right? So this is not a phenomena. It's non-existent, right? Okay.
Snake's leg.
Snake's leg. But there are snake's leg, right? Snake's leg in Nalanda. Let's be precise, snake's leg. But there are ISO. in the pond, ISO everyone, right? Okay. And then let's say unicorn.
Yeah.
Right? Unicorn. Let's say, do you see the blue flower in the sky?
Yes.
Blue flower in the sky. How many of you can see that? So that is non-existent. How many of you see chocolate in my hand?
No.
If you see, you have to eat it. Okay? So chocolate in my hand is non-existent. It's not a phenomena. But now, for example, so many things are there, like absence of prime minister in this room. Yes or no? Okay, absence is present. Okay, let's say prime minister in this room is non-existent. Yes or no, right? And likewise, vice chancellor sir in this room, non-existent. Don't say vice chancellor is non-existent. Vice chancellor in our room is non-existent, right? Okay, so this is how we have to know which is phenomena, which is not. So now all the phenomena, anything that exists, you can broadly classify them into two parts. How many? Two categories, two big categories. What are they? Manifest phenomena and hidden phenomena. Let me repeat it. Manifest phenomena and say manifest phenomena say manifest phenomena and hidden phenomena. And take the Sanskrit terms for it. Manifest is known as pratyaksh. Pratyaksh. Say pratyaksh. And paroksh. Paroksh. Those who are learning Tibetan, monsoon and I think it's Kogyur, right? Monsoon and Kogyur, right? Okay. So now anything, for example, you said pen, book, table, chair, hall, myself, they should fall under either manifest phenomena or hidden phenomena. Either they should be pratyaksh or paroksh. Clear now? This much is clear? Yes. So, okay, all phenomena they can be broadly classified under two, manifest phenomena and hidden phenomena. So what is the difference between two? We'll do in the next class. Thank you.